finisher when he...
And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. And it's Longley in at the 5, down low. And Claxton throws it down.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Longley passes to Harper. Puts it up from 15. Rebounded by the Nets. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting for Chicago, Michael Jordan. At the line with 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Jordan. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Pass to Claxton. Now Johnson. There's the triple. The shot by Johnson, no good. And here's Chicago. Knocked loose. And stolen by Claxton. Left side, Williams. And here's Johnson. Claxton up top. Clock at 6. Pass to Russell. Back to Claxton. Oh, from deep. Rodman with a rebound. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Russell.
A reliable distributor. Russell will find ways to set his guys up.
Releases from 15. Harper misses. Brooklyn with the ball. Pass to Johnson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Johnson's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Johnson against Jordan. The quick look, no good that time. Outside Russell. The 3 is up. Claxton. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Pass to Rodman. Here's Jordan. 3-pointer. Here's Harper. From the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. With the drive. Rebounded by Pippen. Chicago trailing here. Jordan, the pass to Harper. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Russell, the pass to Johnson. Poke loose. Here's Harper. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And there is an undeniable swagger to Russell's game. He plays with a ton of confidence and knows what he can do out there.
Brooklyn shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Watford comes in for Johnson. Wilson's checked in for Williams. And Lewis is subbed in for Johnson. He's off on the second. Chicago leading. Here's Kerr. Pass to Pippen. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right and you still get a bad result.
And here's Chicago. 1:49 left to play in the first. Inside. Here's Lewis. Shoots it from the high post. The rebound by Kukoc. Here's Pippen. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Lewis. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Kerr. Guarded by Russell. Here's Pippen. Offline with a 3. Nets trail by 4. Russell attacking. And Sharp the bucket on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
I love seeing a player pass up his own shot to create a great look for a teammate.
Kerr, no good. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Pass to Russell. Here's Lewis. Beyond the arc. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Shooting 2.
That free throw misses. For Brooklyn, Clowney, he's checked in for Wilson. And it's Martin in for Russell. And he's good on the second. And Brooklyn with possession here. Now Martin. Got a hand on it. Simpkins passes to Kerr. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Brooklyn trailing. Watford outside. Comes up empty down low.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Bulls leading by 4. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Here's Kerr. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Williams is out there with Johnson. And it's Martin in at the 2. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. He rifled that one in from distance.
3.
Rodman's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pass to Clowney. Now here's Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up. Simpkins grabs the miss. Chicago leading by 7.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Substitutions on the court.
Johnson with it. Outside Johnson. And we played through the first minute here in the second. The shot by Johnson, no good.
A nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Outside Johnson. Here's Claxton, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul. First
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Chicago.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
First free throw is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Bulls leading by 8. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Right?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. They get it back. Pass to Jordan. Takes the 3. Claxton with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Johnson for 3. Hits the trifecta. Johnson's got 9.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Harper misses.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Williams finds Claxton. Outside Johnson. Martin against Jordan. Back to Johnson. Chicago with a rebound. Pippen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Martin against Jordan. Count it. Make that 3 of 7 so far for him.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Outside Johnson. Johnson inside. Fires the 3. Offensive board. Pass to Claxton. Outside Johnson. And it's Chicago with a board. Over to the wing. Harper misses. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nets. It's a 5-point game. He's good. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Got a piece of it. Williams with it. Jordan picks him up. Martin outside. From 11 feet away, Rodman with a rebound. Rodman's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Jordan. From down in the low post, it goes. Jordan's got 6 here in the quarter. Nets trail by 5. Brooklyn calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
And your next youth Nets team.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. We've got 1:55 left to play in the half. Watford right side. Pass to Wilson. Here's the 3. Chicago with a rebound. Rodman's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Bushler drills it from deep. Bushler's got 5 points.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Wilson. Pass to Sharp. Russell from outside. With the putback. Bulls leading by 8. Into the lane. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Sharp passes to Russell. Count it.
Inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
50 seconds left in the second. Here's Bushler. He's got 5. Here's Kukoc. And again, it's Chicago.
Assisted by Steve Kerr.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half. And he jams it home with authority.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Kukoc. And Watford pulls it down.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. And guys, for the Bulls, how about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Ball movement was a real factor for them on offense. They played unselfishly with patience. Guys got shots in their favorite spots. They get those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen.
Kenny, how'd you think the Nets were playing?
Ice cold, frigid from beyond the arc. The question is now, can they shake it off and get back in the groove? Another option is compensate by going to the rim.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Bulls leading by 8. And so in the game for the Bulls, and it's Harper. And oh, he packed it down!
That is incredible.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Left side, Russell. The kick out to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson on the wing. Over Jordan. Rebounded by Pippen. Pippen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Jordan. Second chance effort. Pass to Pippen. Over Williams. And no good, trying to use the glass. Uh-oh, now it looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Oh, man, I hate this. And we see it all too often. Injury is such a big part of this game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully, it's not too serious.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Clowney's checked in.
It's t-shirt time. Coming up on the floor for your Knicks, Clowney. Together and make some noise for your Brooklyn Nets Kids Dance Team.
Nets trail by 10. To the inside. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior. And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Russell finds Williams. Knocked away. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And here's Jordan. 10 points for him. Shoots over Johnson. And he drains the turnaround J. Jordan's got 12 points in the game.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Pass to Russell. Back to Johnson. The 3-ball. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
And he gets it to go. 14 points for him.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Pass to Clowney. Now here's Russell.
Chicago foul. Ron Harper.
Martin, he's checked in for Johnson.
First team foul. Coming out on the floor for your Knicks, Martin.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Williams into the lane. Tipped.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Now Jordan. He's got 14.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Pass to Martin to win the drought. He buries it from 3.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Jordan against Martin. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Clowney. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Longley. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Nick Claxton. Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Brooklyn making some changes. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Wilson comes in for Williams. And Lewis is subbed in for Martin. Good on the second one. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Lewis. Let's go with a 3. They grab their own miss. Sharp, no good.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Timeout called. Brooklyn will stand the minimum games threshold for postseason awards. It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Bulls making a change here. Here's Lewis trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Here's Watford. Oh, okay!
Oh, my God.
Ooh, and powered down. What a jam.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks. Down low. Here's Sharp. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Pass to Kerr. Here's Wennington. Guarded by Sharp. Here's Kukoc. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's Wilson. To the right side. Up again. Bulls leading by 10. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
So the Nets making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
Keon Johnson.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Lewis. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Here's Wilson. Sinks it from distance. Wilson's got 5.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Wilson's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Now here's Jordan. He's guarded closely. And again, Chicago, no good. Nets trail by 7. Here's Wilson. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. He has 7. "12 seconds left in the third. Shot's good by Kukoc.
And give credit to Coach there for drawing that up. He positioned his guys for immediate success.
Bulls foul. Steve Kerr. Second personal foul. Team second. Coming onto the floor for the Bulls. Luke Longley. Dennis Rodman.
A 3 from the inbound. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Chicago closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. Back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Sharp out there with Williams. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Johnson in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. On defense, the Bulls. They've led by as many as 14. Here's Williams. Pass to Claxton. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another thing that's impressed me has been their consistency with their two-point jump shots, getting it done from the mid-range.
And that one misses. Chicago leading by 5. Here's Jordan. There's the drive.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Johnson with it. Tipped away.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
Team foul.
Williams finds Sharp. Pass to Claxton. 5 on the clock. The 3 from Russell. He drops it from range.
An assortment of shots in Russell's arsenal. Just a quick catch and shoot right there.
Here's Rodman. Here's Pippen. Williams defending. And here's Jordan. 4-3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Poked away. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. And the basket by Pippen. And the Bulls lead by 7.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
To the middle. Here's Russell. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Stolen by Russell. Johnson inside. Jordan's there. Some solid defense from Jordan. Longley passes to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Russell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Johnson. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Bulls leading by 5. Jordan, the pass to Longley. Here's Harper. And again, it's Chicago with a 3. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Jordan against Johnson. Pass to Russell. Driving in. Sharp with it. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Jordan with it. Here's Pippen. Williams defending. Here's Pippen. Some solid defense from Williams.
They've been grabbing rebounds all game long.
The putback. Rodman with a rebound. And so here is Chicago. 14 feet away. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
Michael Jordan.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 8. From deep, Johnson. No luck on that one. Pass to Pippen. Over Williams. Pippen, no good. For the Nets, this one not looking good. Now Williams. Here's Sharp. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Harper passes to Longley.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Over Claxton. And it's Longley missing. Brooklyn with the ball. Pass to Williams. Now here's Russell. Outside Johnson. Takes a 3. Rodman with a rebound. Rodman's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Shoots a fadeaway. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got his 5th rebound in this one. The steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Jordan. Brooklyn with the board. Sharp's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside, Williams. Back to Johnson.
Michael Jordan.
Wilson's checked in for Sharp.
4th team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Knicks, Jalen Wilson.
A minute 9 left to play in the 4th. Johnson for 3. The offensive rebound. Lets the 3 fly, and it's good. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
Talk about stepping up. I mean, that is a huge three-pointer.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity.
54 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Brooklyn calls timeout. They're down by 5. 52 seconds left in the final quarter.
Your Knicks.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and what a game. Now, I'm not taking anything away from him. I was actually surprised the defense wasn't able to do more, particularly early. By the time they figured it out, it was too late. He really got in a rhythm and got rolling and never took his foot off the accelerator.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordy Fernandez's huddle. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
Thank you for that, Allie. And they go to the intentional foul.
Zaire Williams. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Pippen. No good on the quick three.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Russell. Cash. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within three.
Oh, and Russell loves to remind us that he has ice in his veins. Big time bucket.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Rodman, the pass to Jordan. Shoots over Johnson. Jordan misses.
Timeout.
Brooklyn calls timeout. They're losing by 3. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Your thoughts, guys?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get it quicker.
Let's hear it.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. It's a three-point game. Williams misses. Here's Harper. Yes!
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They lead by 2. 1 second left in the final quarter. Tries a three off the inbound. Basket is good.
Well, nice execution off the inbounds. They caught the defense napping on the perimeter.
And so Chicago takes the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.